Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Murray now on first down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Murray now. Buying time to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 82 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, the crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something? They could put your team in some jeopardy.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray now running right on the option. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blocked. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Now he's forced out left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out come the Dolphins now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now back to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively at 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. Touchdown! Andy Isabella. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Miami set to take over.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time
touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2nd and 6. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
In trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Murray, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Murray now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd and 1. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of...
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
Man, that ain't made no sense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are